Going by, I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do, but what they're really saying is I love you. I see babies smile and I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I will ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. We look within, we look above, we look forward. It's who we are, it's what life is. But we gotta look. And we gotta call it good. And we need to take breaks sometimes when things are not looking very good. And we gotta look for the good. Another of Ernest Holmes. That's the first one. There we go. He says, we are in the world, and we are of it. And it is good that it is so. The world is all right when we view it correctly. When we view it correctly, I hear that from him as when we view it from a spiritual truth point of view. The world is all right when we view it from a spiritual perspective. Who knows what would transpire if all people would speak the truth? It has never yet been tried. He wrote these words in 1926. Who knows what would transpire if all people would speak? Let's you and I try. I know we already are, but it's just a good reminder today to try and try again, to look inside and remember who we are, to look at the world from a spiritual perspective. It doesn't mean sticking our head in the sand, and it doesn't mean just being all Pollyanna, like everything's fine. We do get to admit of the facts that are in the world. But it also means we must balance it with looking for what's right, looking for the spiritual truth, choosing to see others as the spiritual beings that they are, usually brings about that same from them. Not always, but often. When we look at people and we see them as they truly are, it often helps to bring that out in them rather than fighting it. So whether we're talking about heights or whether we're talking about depths, we need to make ourselves look forward. And the one thing that I know is always right, and that is God's world. Whatever our understanding of God is, that one source, that one energy is always right. It is always perfect. It is always complete. And where is it? Inside. In my morning meditation, I sat there and I said, let me know that the spirit within me is right now. The spirit within me is already whole and perfect and complete right now. That was my meditation. I'd like to take us into a little meditation together, and then I'll finish my final prayer. Let's close our eyes together first. So continuing on that line, knowing that what is right is the one source, God's world, whatever we want to call it. It is always right, it is always perfect. Let us open our minds to accept this truth today. Let us open our hearts to accept this love today. Let us open our inner knowing, reminding ourselves that we are co-creating our world. Let us take the vision of the things that were called out about what was right for the world, what was right in this world. And let's take that vision and for a moment in the silence, let's expand it inside of ourselves first. So imagine that we are filling ourselves up with all the love, all the goodness, all the rightness, all the things called out a little while ago. Let's fill ourselves up and then let's let it overflow everywhere we go. Let's just feel it and imagine it for a moment in the silence. Filling ourselves up with love is so important. Filling ourselves up with knowledge, especially spiritual knowledge, is so important. And so letting that be present with every breath today, letting that fill us up cell by cell. We take this out into the world with us. Fully aligned with who we are. We are God beings, God's stuff. We are never separate from the source that created us. The love that we each feel in our hearts is the love of the divine. The intelligence that we feel that guides us is the intelligence of that one source. The creativeness of our life is the creativeness of the one, always expressing itself through all nature. And that includes you and me. As we fill ourselves with that, I speak this word, knowing that today, each one of us has the ability to look for the good, to look for what's right. Moment by moment, just today is enough. As we each look for what's right, I know without a shadow of a doubt that we find what we are looking for. Because it is what we are looking with, and it is what we are looking at. I speak this word claiming that today we remember in new ways, in bigger ways, that God is all there is, and that is always right. Today I claim that we go to a new depth within ourselves, finding the spiritual truth of who we are, anchoring ourselves in goodness and beauty, remembering that what lies within us is so much bigger than what lies before us or behind us. I speak this word knowing that we look from mental heights today. The vantage point, things look beautiful, things look bright. And we soar, just like the eagle. We soar, and it is good. And so knowing all these truths, I am grateful. Grateful to remember for myself. Grateful to remember for all of us. Grateful to look from the spiritual eyes that I have been given. And so with this gratitude in my heart, my mind, and my being, I just release it into the spiritual law, which knows what it's doing and can only say yes. And so with a grateful heart and a willingness to let go,